Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Learn with Dr. Kalyan. In this video lecture, I'll be talking about few important SAP codes about client, company code, purchasing organization, as well as storage locations. So these are, there are different codes we are supposed to use for all these things. These codes will be used in my upcoming hands-on sessions. If you are seriously interested to learn SAP MM Fiori software, I suggest you people to note down all these codes. Now, in our SAP software, the company which we are going to discuss is called as GBI company. It is also called as Global Bike Enterprise Structure. Let us understand the entire enterprise structure of GBI company. So now GBI company is the main company. This GBI company, they have they are working in 4 different countries. One in America, one more is in Canada, one more is in Germany, as well as Australia. Now the GBI company which is working in US, we have to give a code for that company. The code will be called as US00, and the GBI company which is working in Canada, it must be given a code, or it must be given some code. The code what we are going to give in SAP software is CA00. Similarly, for Germany's company, it is DE00, and for Australian company, it is AU00. So the main client is GBI. This client, it is working in 4 different countries: US, Canada, Australia, and Perth. Now, inside this US country, the GBA has 3 different plants. One is Dallas, one more is in Miami, and one more is in San Diego. The plant which is present in Dallas, it is represented by a code called as DL00, and the plant which is present in Miami, it is represented by a code called as MI00, and San Diego plant is represented by a code called as SD00, and the Toronto's plant is represented by TO00. And inside the Germany, there are 2 different plants. One is Heidelberg and one more is Hamburg. The Heidelberg company, the plant which is present in Heidelberg, it is represented by HD00, and Hamburg HH00. And in Australia, we have one plant that too in Perth, and it is represented by a code called as PE00. Here the thing what is that you are supposed to observe here is, so all these codes are 4 different words. Out of those 4 different words, the first 2 are alphabets and second 2 are numbers. You can observe for US company, US alphabets 00 numbers. For Canada company, CA alphabets 00. And similar structure can be seen in plants as well. So now in upcoming hands-on sessions, I'll be using the plants which are present in US under the company code US00. Now let us go for purchasing organization. Actually, to be strictly speaking, there are 3 different purchasing organizations for global bike enterprise. One purchasing organization called as GL00. GL00 is a purchasing organization. They are responsible for purchasing the raw material for entire GBI client. I mean to say that we know that this GBI, they have their presence in US, Canada, and Germany, as well as in Australia. Whatever raw materials required for manufacturing their entire product, this entire raw materials will be purchased by one single purchasing organization, and it is called as global purchasing organization. In SAP software, we have to represent them by using a code called as GL00. And other type of purchasing organizations based on continent wise also we have. See, this US company as well as Canada company, they comes under North America. There is a purchasing organization or purchasing group called as N00. Their job is to purchase raw material for the plants which are present in US as well as Canada. For these 2 countries, there will be a single purchasing organization called as N00. And even there is a purchasing organization, their job is to buy raw materials only for the plants which are present in US. The code which is used for representing purchasing organization is US00. What is their job? Their job is to buy raw materials for the plants which are present in United States like Dallas, Miami and San Diego. And there is a purchasing organization called as CA00. What is their job? Their job is to buy raw materials only for Toronto plant. So likewise, in Germany also we have two different plants, as I told you, HB00 and Hamburg HH00. So there is a purchasing group called as DE00. What is their job? Their job is to buy raw materials only for the plants which are present in Germany. Likewise, AU00, they will buy raw materials for the plant which is present in entire Asia or Perth. Now let us shift to another concept called as storage location. What is the storage location? Storage location is a place where we are going to store some different types of raw materials. So here RM stands for RM stands for raw materials, and SF stands for semi-finished goods. Next, FG stands for finished goods. Next, MI stands for maintenance goods. Okay. So now I already told you what is the storage location. For Dallas plant, there are 4 different storage locations. So what are those 4 different locations? RM00, SF00, FG00, MI00. So what is their job? Say for example, there is a storage location called as RM00 inside Dallas plant. What is their job? They will store only raw materials, and there is a storage bin in Dallas plant SF00. Their job is to store only semi-finished goods, and FG00, their job is to store only finished goods, and MI00, their job is to store only maintenance goods. So these are called as what? Storage location. Likewise, there are different storage locations for plant which is present in Miami, TG00, FG00, MI00. Similarly, there are different storage locations for the plant which is present in San Diego, TG00, FG00, MI00. Likewise for Canada's plant, and similarly for Europe plants as well, RM00, SF00, FG00, MI00. These are the different plants. These are the different storage locations for the plant HD00. Likewise for Amber, and similarly for Australian company. Now there is one more thing we are supposed to understand before we go for hands-on experience, called as like what is shipping point. Shipping point is the point from where the raw materials will be shipped into the company, or the finished goods will be shipped inside the market from the company. So there is a shipping point called as DL00 for what? For a plant present in Dallas, and MI00, it is a shipping point for Miami plant, SD00 for San Diego plant, and TO00 for Canada's plant, and HD00 for Heidelberg plant, HH00 for Hamburg plant, PE00 for Perth. I hope you understood the codes what we are going to use in our upcoming videos. So if you like the content, kindly like this video as well as comment. Thank you.